Good morning, Jerome's. Happy Thursday. There's a little bit of movement on the Vikings defensive coordinator front. Well, ancillary movement, which greatly could affect the Vikings DC search. So Vic Fangio, who, of course, was never going to come here to be the Vikings DC, even though a lot of fans, myself included, was like, hey, come on, because the Vikings did his boy Ed Donatel dirty, and plus the carpet is bare compared to the other teams. Other than that, it's a fantastic job. But one of the largest dominoes is reportedly going to fall. So, all right, so here's what's frustrating. So Pelissero and a lot of other reporters reported on the 29th that Fangio was taking the Dolphins job. But then a couple days later, not so fast, nothing was finalized. Fangio was opening up the search again, especially since D'Amico Ryans was getting the Texans head coaching job. Maybe he wanted to go to San Francisco. Maybe he wanted to join up with Sean Payton in Denver, which, even though that would have been so odd. Again, he was fired by George Payton and the Broncos a year ago, and then he come back as DC. I thought that was kind of far-fetched, but you never know, because he's had 3 stints in Denver, right? But he went back and forth. Was it officially? Well, today, on February 2nd, Schefter, go. After speaking with multiple teams about their defense coordinator position, Vic Fangio has decided to join the Dolphins as their defensive coordinator and officially will accept the position on the Miami staff after the Super Bowl. So, I mean, there's still time for him to change his mind or nothing be official. Who really knows? But this is really important for the Vikings defense coordinator search because Sean Desai was also a candidate for the Dolphins head coaching job. Desai was the Bears DC in 2021, taking over after Chuck Pagano. He had been the Bears staff when Donatel and, more importantly, Vic Fangio were there. So a bit of a Fangio protege, I guess. And the fact that Dolphins' job is now closed, Desai, the only job open to him that he's interviewed for is currently the Vikings defense coordinator job. Also, Ejiro Evero, Denver Broncos rising star defensive coordinator, had crossover with Kevin O'Connell for 2 years with the Rams, had crossover with Kwesi 3 years with the Niners. I would love him. I would adore him as defense coordinator, but he's under contract as the Broncos DC, and the Broncos can block a lateral move for him to interview to become the Vikings DC. But with Sean Payton now in the building, stupid-ass Sean Payton, it's up in the air. Mike Silver, go. New Broncos coach Sean Payton and Ejiro Evero still under contract as Broncos DC. We'll talk today about the possibility of him staying. Evero remains a head coach candidate in Indy and Arizona and has strong DC interests elsewhere. So obviously they can't block if he gets a head coaching job with the Colts or the Cardinals, even though our guy Brian Flores is the betting favorite right now for the Arizona job, even though that keeps dragging along. Also, hey, the Colts, hire Jeff Saturday or don't. Esser, get off the pot. And a strong DC interest elsewhere. That includes the Vikings. That includes a lot of other places. But as of right now, here's what's going on. So like I said, Desai with the Dolphins job closed, he's off the list of having other options besides the Vikings DC job that he's interviewed for so far. I would love to have Desai. I would love to have Flores. I would love to have Evero. Nielsen's already taken the Falcons job. And then Mike Pettin, manager of Jersey Mike's. I don't know. Like, he has to take that job quick because the regional manager's coming in and they gotta get the store up and running, man. But I don't know. Like, Evero has options, and the Broncos, it is their prerogative to block him from going elsewhere because he is under contract if Sean Payton does want to keep him. But it does complicate things. Not complicated. It does clarify things with Fangio allegedly taking the Dolphins job, where it blocks out Desai from the Dolphins job. Also, it potentially keeps Evero in Denver because Fangio's not going back under Sean Payton's new staff there. So who knows? And it could be a spot where Flores gets the Cardinals head coaching job and Evero gets the Colts head coaching job, and then the Vikings and Desai are just like, hey, buddy. Hey, man. First choice. Always first choice or something like that. But anyways, your thoughts on our thoughts. Vic Fangio allegedly taking the Dolphins job. Evero and Sean Payton meeting today to talk about their future and how it affects the Vikings because, again, it always comes back to us. Let us know your thoughts and our thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But to next time, Skull Production Value.